Hey, um, yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna start and just go straight to my story. Yeah, my name is Rocky, and I'm 27 years old, and I was born and raised in Canada, Toronto, and today I wanted to share like a story. Hopefully, I won't, go for too long, but if I ramble too long, you know, hopefully I won't. But anyways, I'm just gonna do the best I can to kind of like um, to portray my story and my experience in bungee jump. And yeah, on the 2014, um, on the 9th of April, I decided to go for a bungee jump. It's 2017 now, and the reason why it took me so long to do this video, it's because a lot of my friends, a lot of my customers, and a lot of my relatives that I share my story about, bungee jump and stuff like that, um, they all told me that, hey, you should put your story up on YouTube, and I think some of the people would resonate with it, some of the people would benefit from, my story. And I was just thinking, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? You know, I I was just like, yeah, I'm like, cause I'm a really like one-to-one kind of person. I'm not really like accustomed to, you know, speaking in front of a camera, cause it just it just doesn't feel organic to me. Cause I feel like for me to reveal how I feel, I need to have like, you know, emotions of feedback. It's like, okay, I act towards how people act to me. It's like if people are nice to me, I'm nice to them. If people are not nice to me, it's kind of hard for me to be nice to them. I kind of like just, walk away or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to say like on the 9th of April, I decided to go for my bungee jump. Oh yeah, before I start, I would like to say like um, my friend is helping me out to do this video because I'm not like a techie kind of person. And this is my friend Chris. Yo. Um,
Hi.
so he's one of the dudes that's like kind of like telling me, hey Rocky, you should do this video, you should do this thing, da, da, da. And I've been procrastinating and said, yeah, I'll do it. And then it never happens. And then finally, like today, I'm like deciding that okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So yeah, so on the 9th of April 2014, I went to Macau and I decided to go for bungee jump. And the reason why I went for bungee jump is because I was inspired by this episode that I was watching. It's called Long Street, like TV series. Sorry, TV series, not long. Like yeah, TV series that I was watching, and you know, and it was done by Bruce Lee. And for the individuals that don't know who Bruce Lee is, he is a famous martial artist. And so yeah, if you guys don't know who he is, just Google him. And yeah, and then in the TV series, he was like headlocking this dude, this Caucasian dude, and he was teaching this Caucasian dude how to like spar, how to fight, and stuff like that. And this Caucasian dude's like, I don't know what to do, like I don't know what to do. And Bruce Lee's like, what's your instincts telling you to do? And he's like, I don't know. And Bruce Lee's like, you use your instincts, you bite. And this guy's like, okay. And Bruce Lee sat him down because he was his student, and he's like, how do you feel? And this Caucasian dude's like, well, I don't think I'm prepared for tomorrow's like competition, because tomorrow I got to go spar and stuff like that. And Bruce Lee is like, you're not ready. He's like, I know. And got to a point like Bruce Lee said, So many people always try to find a way to win, but never accept a way to lose. Learn to die is to be liberated by fear. And then to me, I was like, something clicked in my head. It's like, learn to die is to be liberated by it. So if I can conquer my fear, if I can conquer death, then I won't be scared of anything. Like, let's say I were to go to a job interview, I wouldn't be scared anymore. If I were to try to like date a girl or try to tell like a girl like how I feel about them and stuff like that, I wouldn't be scared no more. And yeah, I was like deciding that, hey, like I gotta find something scary that scares the shit out of me and, survive it, maybe somehow pull through it, then I won't be scared of anything because I had a great deal of anxiety when I was living in Hong Kong because, I wasn't doing well. My father was mailing money to me because I was acting in that time. And, I was doing fairly well in acting and stuff like that. I was getting some gigs and stuff like that. But I wasn't making enough money. So I had this side job, which I was like a teacher's assistant. Excuse my word, vocabularies. I was a teacher's assistant in this Montessori school. But I didn't make enough money because I was only working like 3 days or 2 days a week or something. And for the individuals that know Hong Kong, it's a really expensive city. So I didn't make enough. So my father was mailing money to me. But anyways, I had a lot of anxiety. Decided to come back to Canada because acting is not something that I truly passionate to do. And what are my passions? I'm not gonna talk about that today, but because I don't want to ramble too much. But today is just me, going with my instincts. Like yeah, just revealing what I feel I should reveal. I'm a very instinctive kind of person, so I always listen to my instincts, listen to my intuition, and just flow with it. Because the reason why I operate that way is because my instincts, my intuition has never let me down throughout my experience, my life experience. So what was I going to say? So yeah, I wanted to conquer my fear. I wanted to conquer death. So I went for the bungee jump and I jumped off, and I did it once. Forward. I prayed before doing it. I had like my own mantra of how to do it because I'm totally terrified of heights, and yeah, I am totally terrified of heights. If I were to do it again, I think I would totally like freaking like piss my pants off or shit my pants or something. But anyways, I had like my own little vision of how I'm gonna do it. Because since I'm afraid of heights, I just decided to okay, I am gonna go do the bungee jump, and I'm not gonna allow myself to look at the window. I'm not gonna allow my mind to see, my eyes to see how high I am when I'm looking at the tower and down. So I just went up the escalator in Macau Tower and I just looked up, just praying. I was just like praying to Jesus, praying to God. That's what I knew in that time. And yeah, I was just doing that. And I also meditate. And during my meditation, I was visualizing myself like doing the jump, feeling it and just like getting up to the escalator and just walking through the quarter of the edge and just, I see a lot of people doing it. It's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you jump. And as soon as I jump and it's like, whoa, it's like as soon as I realized how high I was, I just, shook. And that was that was an experience that I was feeling in the meditation. So yeah. And then when I did it, I did exactly how I envisioned myself doing it when I was meditating. So I did not allow myself to look and to see and to acknowledge like how high like I am like while when I was gonna do the jump. So because I feel like if I allow myself to know like how high I was, like I'm gonna freaking like either like quit or just like be like, no, I don't think I can fucking do this. But anyways, I had my own little mantra, my own little secret that I sort of developed, and then I jumped, and it was like, yeah, I'm gonna show the video so you can see it, and you can, yeah. So, but anyways, I did not allow myself to look up. So when they said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I just took off, I was just like staring at the sky, and then by the time like my body went down to there's no return, then I allow myself to look at the ground, which was from far away. Like there was this big cushion mat that was gigantic, but from far away, from 710 feet, high, by looking at it, it looks like a fucking like tofu. You know what I mean? Like it's so fucking far away from it. And then it's like my heart just freaking popped, and then I was like calling up on God. It's like, oh God, But it was just like for the like 1.5 second that was like that was like really like fucking scary. But after that, it just sort of cool off and stuff. So yeah, and that was my first experience. And then with me, I decided to do the second bungee jump, and I decided to do it backwards because I have like this inner confliction within my mind. It's like it's there all the fucking time. It's like whatever I do, it's like if I were to like ask a girl out, I ask her out. It's like part of my mind would be like, oh, that's so fucking dumb, I can't believe you fucking said that, Rocky. Or maybe like if I don't ask her out, it's like, yo, you don't have fucking balls, this and that. But anyways, with the bungee jump, it's kind of like if I only did it once and I walk and I decided to travel back to Hong Kong, there's a side of me that's like gonna say, Rocky, like you could have done it twice and you didn't do it twice. And the thing is that there's a side of me that's gonna say, yo, like I don't think you can do it again and this and that, blah blah, all this stupidness that would pop into my head. So I didn't want that happening. So I decided to, do the bungee jump again, do it the second time and do it backwards. And I thought that by many people's experiences, people would say, if you've done bungee jump the first time, the second time wouldn't be that scary because you already know what to expect. But the thing is that the story was opposite for me. Second time was like fucked up freaky, even freakier than the first one. The reason why it's because the first one, during my visualization meditation, oh, that was really loud. During my visualization meditation, I've done it in my mind. And there's a saying that says, if you've been there in the mind, you'll go there in the body. So the thing is that it was difficult, but it wasn't that difficult. But the second one is like, it's like this adrenaline rush. And it's like this moment of impulse that, okay, I'm going to fucking do it the second time. And then as I did it, it's like the last moment is like, oh, it's like, oh, when they're holding you on the chest, and I'm like, I feel the breeze, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know what to expect. And then it's like, okay, oh, it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. As soon as I went down, like my body went down, I felt like my heart was still up there. I felt like my soul was still up there, if it made any sense. And then from that point on, I realized that, like other people's experiences does not equal to my destiny. So through the bungee jump, this is what I acknowledge. I acknowledge that, other people's experiences does not equal to your destiny. And after the bungee jump, I traveled back to Hong Kong, and then I shared my story with people and all of that, and people were saying that, Rocky, you're so brave at doing this. You're so courageous. You're so this. You're so that. And then what I want to say is that, like, being courageous or being brave and all of that, like, to me, I don't actually believe in being brave and being courageous. I believe in making choices. It's like I believe in that, each and every single one of us as individuals, we are all courageous if we choose to be. I mean, I'm afraid of heights. Like, I'm scared to death of it. But I just created a strategy of how to do it. And what the fuck is this? Oh, sorry guys. Like, it just kind of like certain, unexpected things popped out, but I'm going to continue with my story. So I just created a strategy in my mind that how I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to do it. And to overcome my fear, to overcome my anxiety, to overcome, like whatever problems that come in, my way, I'm just going to face it headstrong. Like, I'm not going to let my fear to dictate my decisions. That's it. Like, fuck it. So I did that. And a lot of people say, yeah, you're so courageous, you're so brave, you're so good, blah, blah, blah. But I just want to say that, like, being courageous is a choice. And actually, we all have it in us. It's just some people naturally, they don't need to think about it. They can just do something like that. But I'm just saying, like, with people that are afraid of heights or afraid of something, they can actually utilize this principle and tell themselves that I can do it. I am that I am. I'm perfect the way I am, and I'll do my best. And if you really believe in that sincerely from within, you can do anything. No, I'm serious, man. Like, you can do anything. Like, I'm afraid of heights. If I were to do that again, I feel like, man, I'm going to fucking like shit my pants and pee my pants and shit. But the thing is that it's all about, like, getting yourself, like, getting your mind back on track. It's getting your mind in line with your instincts and trusting it and believing it. And what I want to say is that, like, my main ambition, if I didn't mention this in the beginning, my main ambition was to conquer death, because if I can conquer death, anything that comes in my way, I can just, like, push it away, like, or just overcome it like a piece of cake. But then I realized that after doing the bungee jump, I realized that as a human being, fear cannot be conquered. Fear can only be harnessed. Because if I were to do the bungee jump again, I would be scared all over again. The reason why and how I discovered that, it's because after the 2 bungee jumps, I was speaking to this girl that was doing a backflip. That's what gave me the idea of doing the bungee jump the second time, because I did it first time, and then the second time, as I travel up, going back up to the Macau Tower, I saw this picture of the staff member doing it backwards, and all the staff member that work at bungee jump place, they all they all need to do bungee jump at least once before they start work. So I was looking at this picture. I saw this picture. She was doing a backflip. So I'm like, I can't do a backflip. So maybe I can just fucking do it backwards. Which I did. And after doing 2 bungee jumps, this dude's like asking me, yo, you want to go the 3rd time? I'm like, nah, man, I'm getting broke. On the 14th of fucking April, I need to fly back to Canada. And I need to eat. I can't spend another, like, grand Hong Kong dollars for a bungee jump. Because they give you a discount if you do it again. As a frequent flyer, That's what they label you as. But anyways, after speaking to the lady that the staff member that did the bungee jump with the backflip, I was talking to her. I was like, like, how did you got into bungee jump and stuff like this and stuff like that and blah blah blah. And then she was telling me that, like, well, I've been doing bungee jump for 2 years, and I do bungee jump once every 3 weeks. And altogether, I've probably done it 50, 60 times or something like that. Just under 100 times, but over 50 times. I don't quite remember the number because it's been a while ago. But anyways, and then my next question was, I asked her, I was like, so, like, this must be a piece of cake for you. I mean, you've done it 50, 60 times. It's just like eating breakfast, or it's just like, it's like, it's just another thing. And she's like, no, it's not true. It's like every time I go for my bungee jump, I actually need to prep myself. I need to, like, mentally, like, align myself in the right place in order to do it, because every single time I go and do it, I'll be afraid. And she tells me that she's afraid of heights. And I'm like, what? I mean, you do this so many times and you're still afraid? And she's like, yeah. And from that point on, I started to understand that I can do it twice and I can do it 20 times. My fear of heights will always be there. And that same applies to, as a guy, it's like, like, you can like force yourself to talk to people and this and that and that and this, and try to get out of your comfort zone, try to get out of your shyness and stuff like that. But like, I realize that you cannot change the blueprint of what you are. You can only work with what you are, what you have. And yeah, it's like becoming a better talker, meeting more people, pushing yourself, and like, being smarter or being more intuitively inclined. You think it's gonna freaking, like, change who you are. And I believe in that. Us as human beings, we don't really change. We just go through different phases. And when we're going through a different phase, a different side of us will be revealed. And from that point on, I realized that after the bungee jump, I realized that my goal of conquering death and conquering fear was unattainable. Because fear is not there. It's inserted in us as human beings to protect us. Because if we didn't have fear, we would walk into the zoo, walk into the jungle, and fucking, like, see a tiger and fucking pet their mouth and shit, like, you're gonna lose your hand. Or maybe you see a cobra, you're like, hey, I mean, naturally, we know what's right for ourselves, and we know what's good for ourselves, and what's harmful for ourselves. And my point is that as long as we don't let our fear to dictate our decisions, we can live in no regrets. And I'm fortunate enough to say, like, so far, like, I'm 27 years old, I don't have any regrets. I mean, if I like a girl, I'm gonna fucking tell her. It's like, I don't care, I'm gonna fucking get rejected. I don't care if she thinks, like, I'm fucking ugly, or maybe, like, Asians got small dicks, or whatever the fuck. I'm still gonna fucking speak my heart, speak the truth. Because the thing is that I don't want to be the guy that's, like, fucking, like, when I'm, like, 80 years old, walking my grandson to Metro and see, like, this girl that I liked, and fucking, like, look at my grandson and be like, 60, 70 years ago, I used to like this girl, but me, your grandpa, me, have no balls to tell her that I liked her. So, I married your grandma, I fucked her, and then I have, your daddy, which I don't really love. I don't want to be, I don't want to be saying that to my grandson. I want to be true. And for the individuals that are offended by what I'm saying, I'm sorry. I'm swearing a lot, and maybe you think I'm opinionated, or maybe you think I'm judgmental, or whatever the crap, like, whatever labels you give me, I don't really care. Because the thing is that I realize that how and what people think of you, it doesn't equal to your destiny. If all the time I'm going to be worried about how and what people think of me, I'm never going to have a life. It's the fucking truth. So back to the bungee jump thing. I needed to do that to tell myself like I wanted to conquer my fear and all of that, but I realized that that was all unattainable. Fear is only there to be harnessed. You cannot conquer it. It's like water. You cannot hold on water. It's like when you hold it, it's just gonna go. It's like love. You cannot hold on love. You cannot own a person. And you cannot lose a person either. I mean, like, how can you lose something if it was never yours to begin with? And if it was yours to begin with, you can never lose it. So I'm kind of getting off topic. I'm kind of rambling about something else, but a lot of my friends ask me sometimes, they're like, oh, what can I do to keep this girl? I feel like this girl's cheating on me. This girl's doing this, this girl's doing that, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, then just fucking let her go. Maybe she's just not the one. No, but I love her, but this, but, if you truly love her, just fucking let her go. It's tough, it's hard, but the thing is that it's like, it's just what it is. I mean, if you guys look at a heart, like, it's not like a circle. When you look at a circle, it's like, here, like when you look at my ring, there's no beginning and there's no end. And when you look at a heart, like where it starts, there's an end to it. So love, especially the so-called love that we worship and we crave and we chase, is out of passion. And when passion dies down, it's time to move on. Compassion is what lives on. But anyways, that's a whole new different thing that I've learned. I just want to say that, like, if any of the individuals that disagree with me, that's totally cool. I'm interested to to learn, like, what are your takes on it, like what you agree with me and what you disagree with me, and stuff like that. Like, I'm only revealing my own personal experience of bungee jump and my own life experience. But yeah, I just want to say that, like, if I were to do bungee jump again, I would be scared all over again, and I need to mentally prepare myself to do it. And I feel that to be scared, it's actually a good thing to be scared, because it shows that you care about what you do. I mean, it's normal to be scared of you're gonna go to acting audition, not because you're scared to be judged, but the thing is that you're actually scared because you don't want to not do well. You don't want to, like, not do the best of your potential. You don't want to go out there and finishing the audition or the job interview and knowing that you could have done better. So whatever I do in life, I always stress on to live free from shoulda, coulda, would've. And I believe in that, the way of not living with regrets. And I feel that the biggest success that one can accumulate is to be able to live in no regrets. With the stuff that I've said earlier, if part of it doesn't resonate with you guys, doesn't if you guys don't agree with it, that's totally cool. I totally understand, because not everyone resonates with what I say. And but yeah, let me know what you feel. I mean, if you like the video, yeah, if you like what I say, hopefully you guys would subscribe and put like the like button, click the like button. If you don't like it, click the dislike button. It's cool too. And yeah, let me know how you feel about this video. I mean, you can even say, oh, Rocky, you sound so stupid, your voice is retarded. you look ugly, or or whatever, like let me know how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm interested to know, what are people's views and people's opinions and people's take on me. As much as I don't really care how and what people think of me, because again, how and what people think of me, it doesn't equal to my destiny. And what else am I gonna say? um, yeah, the last one of the quotes that I'm gonna say again and repeat again is that, if one would like to live with no regrets, then never let your fear to dictate your decisions. And also, the biggest success that one can accumulate for the self is to be able to live free from regrets, and is to be able to live free from should've, could've, would've. I think that's about it. This is gonna be the end of my video. I am finished with my ramble on and on and on. And yeah, hopefully you guys will like the video. But again, if you don't like the video, just click the unlike button. It's totally cool with me. And also, let me know what you think about this video. Just be straight up. And hopefully I can reply to, each and every single one of, um, you know, audiences that looked at my video. This is my first video, so hopefully I still got a lot left, and hopefully I can make better videos, and I can speak a little better, and I can be a little bit more comfortable in front of camera, because I am a really shy person. I do get scared. I do feel like my heart like beating really quickly sometimes when I'm nervous, when I'm unfamiliar with what is it that I'm getting into, or just still a little worried about the unknown. That's my anxiety. What else am I gonna say? So yeah, that's about it. So please subscribe. Peace.